Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Dangerously Divine podcast, where high value, ambitious women learn to unlock their feminine magnetism, step into their divine power, and attract the life they desire with ease and flow. I am your host, Rachel Loren, feminine embodiment life coach, spiritual mentor, Reiki healer, and unapologetic magnet for wealth, love, and abundance, and all the good things. Whether you're here to shift your mindset, align with your highest self, or discover how to navigate that harmony between your masculine and feminine energies, you are definitely in the right place because each and every episode we dive deep into the art of magnetic living, sharing real stories, strategies, and wisdom and hacks to help you step into your true power. I'm excited for today's episode. It's been a minute since I've recorded something solo for you guys, and I felt like I have been doing so many amazing podcast interviews, but there's something different about a solo episode, and it just feels so good to be planning this episode, giving back to my community, providing the value that I want to provide here. And what better time? It is the week before Halloween as I am recording this and uploading it. And I remember last Halloween, I made a special episode. I don't know why Halloween is the only holiday to get its own special episode, probably because it is my favorite holiday. But last year, I recorded an episode on just spiritual faux pas that maybe some people would want to do, like Ouija boards. But if you are a spiritual being, I would kind of advise not to. So that episode was all about what you should not do. And this episode, I just want to have a little bit more fun and step into my feminine side. Like I said, I'm excited. This is a solo episode. So we will see where this journey takes us today. Before we get too deep into today's episode, this episode of the Dangerously Divine podcast is brought to you by my VIP one-on-one feminine magnetism coaching program. And listen, we are officially in the last quarter of the year. It's almost over, actually. And if you've been waiting for the perfect time to unlock your next level life and magnetize wealth, love, travel, opportunities, this is it. Imagine closing out the year in full goddess receiving mode, effortlessly attracting everything that you've been working so hard towards, but with feminine ease. My VIP coaching program is designed for ambitious women who are ready to stop hustling day in and day out and start really feeling into that flow, into their feminine power. This is your chance to step into 2025 already aligned with that energy of abundance, ease, freedom, peace, pleasure, prosperity, everything. But we are running out of time and spots are limited. I only take 3 new clients every month. So if you're serious about ending 2024 with a bang and magnetizing all of your deepest desires before the clock strikes midnight, this is your sign. I know we've all had New Year's resolutions that sometimes don't come true, or maybe we're waiting until the new year to really step into that full version of ourselves. But why put off to tomorrow what you can do today? In this program, we will work together one-on-one to clear your blocks, amplify your feminine magnetism, and activate the version of you that attracts everything she wants with ease. So, if you're ready to start this journey before 2024 is over, these are your last couple months to lock in that transformation before the new year ends. I will be completely honest with you. This VIP coaching is going up in price at the end of the year. So I want to get you locked in at the lowest price so that you can really become that beacon of light, that magnetic woman that you've always dreamed of, the one that wears all the beautiful clothing, that eats healthy and takes care of her body, the one with great friends and a great partner, and the one who just flows through life with freedom because she knows she's supported and anything she wants, she can have. I truly, truly want that for you. So, this is your last opportunity. Do not wait, lovely. Head over to iamdangerouslydivine.com to book your spot before doors close. And let's make 2025 your most magnetic year yet. I know it will be mine. Now, let's get into today's episode because I'm really excited. As I mentioned, Halloween is my favorite holiday, probably because I just feel so confident when I dress up for Halloween. I don't know what it is about it, but I take so much time and I have so much pride in my appearance that it just helps me to feel that same irresistible magnetism that we all search for day in and day out of our daily lives. But it feels like I'm able to reach that so much easier on Halloween. So I was like, why not record some charismatic like tips for specifically Halloween? In case you feel a little frumpy in your Halloween costume. B, you don't necessarily like going out, but maybe have friends that have peer pressured you. Or if you just want to have a good time and feel that feminine magnetism, even when all the chaos of Halloween is going on around you, whatever your reason might be. If you're inclined to listen to this episode, I'm excited to have you here. Let us now get into basically 5 secrets of potent magnetic charm that you can use this Halloween. For a second, before we get into the juiciness of those 5 secrets, I first want to talk about the crucial role that confidence plays in our feminine magnetism. In case this is your first time here or you're confused by it, confidence is one of those foundational tools of feminine magnetism that allows you to radiate this positive energy outwards that helps draw your desires to you, basically like moths to a flame. So when you embody confidence, you exude this energy that is high vibe that naturally attracts opportunities, money, love, success, everything. It's that like I am worthy vibe that commands respect and attention while still being true to your most authentic self. I want to note that your confidence can come from so many different places and so many different places at the same time. My confidence when I'm out in public mostly comes from the way that I look and just general confidence about knowing who I am. But if I'm home alone, my confidence maybe comes from how well I treat my space or how good I take care of my animals. So, anyway, I wanted to note that it's okay if your confidence comes from external sources, as long as it also comes from inside too. As the legendary Maya Angelou said, nothing can dim the light which shines from within. When you embody this light, this confidence, you create a radiant energy that attracts everything you want. It is the most powerful accessory. And even according to a study by the University of Melbourne, confident people are actually perceived as more competent and capable. Traits that naturally will draw experiences and opportunities and money to us. So it's not just some spiritual hippy dippy stuff. It's not just what you feel, what you look like. It literally is the magnet for connections, opportunities, wealth, everything. Our first secret for that feminine magnetism charm is the spell of eye contact. Research actually shows that making eye contact increases feelings of connection and trust. And a study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that prolonged eye contact can actually elevate intimacy between people, sparking feelings of closeness. In my opinion, there is really nothing more confident and charismatic than eye contact. And it's actually been something that I've been personally working on in my life for about 2 years now. If you were here back when I recorded like the 20th around that time episode, I was speaking to a guest about just steps that I was taking to start making eye contact with people. And it started off in the elevator of my apartment building and then walking down the street. And so it's been a journey for me. But on Halloween specifically, I find it a little bit easier to make eye contact with people because you're dressed up as a character. You're getting to play this role of someone or something that is outside of yourself. So it's a really good time if you are nervous to make eye contact. Start on Halloween and build up that courage to incorporate making eye contact into your everyday life. Imagine you're like at a costume party dressed as, I don't know, a goddess. When you lock eyes with someone across the room and like hold their gaze, maybe for a second longer than feels comfortable, you will not only have power over that person, but also power over the entire room. Because believe me, everyone will recognize someone that makes eye contact from them and doesn't shy away from that uncomfortable feeling initially. Eye contact shows people I see you and I am fully present in the moment, which is so magnetic and it is a lot more than a lot of people can say. So please go try it. Let me know if you do. I am interested to hear if this little experiment works for you. Next up in our repertoire of charm is the playful power of mystery. We all know that mystery is so magnetic. It just creates this air of intrigue that makes others want to lean in closer. Girls, I know I don't even have to give this example, but has there ever been a woman who has been able to withstand a mysterious man? Probably not. It's the favorite character in all of the books and all of the romance movies. And for good reason, because mystery makes people want to know more. It like makes them crave you. When you don't reveal everything all at once, you leave room for people's curiosity to peak and for that slow burn connection to build. When I talk about mystery here, I don't want you to like go run off at some Halloween party and make your friends guess where you are or to ghost your friends and family to create that allure. What I more mean here is to take the time to playfully engage in conversations this spooky season. The divine feminine is all about communication, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in words. It could be with body language, or it could be the lack of verbal communication. There are so many ways to get creative and be mysterious with just that playful power of yours. An example you can take from this charismatic secret is, let's say you're dressing up in a Halloween costume and you're usually a super soft, feminine, maybe quiet, very well spoken, well mannered person. Doing something mysterious like wearing a mask and tapping into like that seductive dark feminine aura would be really surprising to those people who know you and see you on Halloween. It's playful but still keeps people on their toes and makes people feel like, oh my god, there's something more about her. It's like a new side of you has been unlocked and people are eager to figure out who that is. So have fun with it. If there's other ways that you would like to be mysterious or that you find are fun and playful, let me know. And speaking of dark feminine energy, this is our third secret here. The concept of dark feminine energy is so misconstrued by the media, so I just want to take a minute here to really explain what it is when I say embody dark feminine energy. And it is essentially embracing energy that is not soft and is not fluffy, cutesy, feminine. When so many people think about feminine or femininity, the colors, textures, sounds that come to mind are all kind of soft and light, airy, beautiful, well spoken, well mannered, blah, 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 blah. And part of dark feminine energy is not manipulative, but is angry, is rageful, is seductive, is mysterious, is wild and erratic. And all of that can exist in that same person. Embracing your dark feminine energy allows you to reclaim your power and authenticity, leading to profound self discovery because you feel that permission to be yourself fully and wholly. All aspects of the feminine energy. It's raw, it's primal, it's unapologetic. And through embracing it, it lets you unlock your full range of femininity. When you confidently embody this energy, you invite others to see you in your wholeness, both in that light and in that shadow. And this authenticity is so magnetic and fosters deeper connections with others and also helps us to embody our next level life because we are fully embracing who we are. A Jungian psychologist, I love Carl Jung. Her name is Clarissa Pinkola Estes, famously stated in the book Women Who Run with Wolves. I just got it. Side note, I haven't started it, but this quote did come up when I did a quick Google search, and I love it. The wild woman is a powerful archetype. She is fierce, untamed energy that reminds women of their true nature, which I think is so beautiful because it allows us to be whole. I couldn't have said it better myself. So, this Halloween, I want you to walk into any room with confidence and let your words, your movements, your actions convey that strength that freedom, that wildness. And when someone approaches you, don't be afraid to showcase your depth. Don't just be like, oh, yeah, like I'm fine, cutesy, la la la, whatever. No, as women, we are so multifaceted and there are so many beautiful qualities about you. Do not be afraid to show all the sides of you or the ones that maybe society doesn't necessarily accept. Be the person that you want to be always, and the right people, opportunity, and places will find you. Moving on to our next charismatic secret. Honestly, it wouldn't be a charm class without talking about body language and the subtle power of touch. We all know that your body speaks volumes without saying a word. And this can be a tool that is either used for your demise or it can really be used to draw in your desires with ease just through the way you stand and the way that you present your physical body. Studies actually show that nonverbal communication makes up over 70% of how we convey meaning. This means that your movements can amplify your magnetism significantly. Even as I record this podcast episode, I am talking with my hands. I am shaking my head. I am looking up, down, everywhere. No one's here. If someone were, it would be slightly embarrassing. But I want to convey a message to you. And even though you can't see it per se, you hear the body language in my voice, right? Like you could hear when I'm talking like this that my mouth is a little bit more closed and that my eyes are slightly more closed also. So, while the content of what I'm saying is important, so is the way in which I am saying it and the body language that I am doing to convey it. We all probably know that graceful and confident body language draws people in and enhances your feminine magnetism. And when you couple this with that subtle power of touch, like a gentle hand on the arm to a friend when you're listening, or a subtle lean in as you meet someone new, you create a space for intimate connection. According to the Harvard Business Review, appropriate touch can enhance feelings of trust and closeness. If you have really bad posture, like I do, side note, I am trying to change this about myself, but I am not perfect. What I like to do is stand with my feet about shoulder width apart. I feel like I don't want to be in like a full power stance, but still like to feel really balanced and grounded with my feet. Stand upright with my back completely straight, chest open, shoulders back, and my head is at a place where I'm tall. So generally I like slouch down and, have to meet people's gaze downwards, but just my head is where it feels comfortable. And this is such a powerful stance. It's not like a power pose per se, but just checking in with your body on, okay, am I leaning on my hip or am I slouched over or does my double chin stick out the way that my head is placed resting against my neck? All of these things can convey the opposite of confidence. And when we want to feel confident and maybe approachable, or we want to feel like just really good in your body, this is a good way to just generally stand. Doesn't have to just be used on Halloween, obviously. But again, I think there's no better time to play around with some of these confident tools than Halloween so that you're feeling like you can integrate it into being you by first playing a character a little bit. I don't think there's anything wrong with a little bit of role play here. And finally, the best for last, confidence, charismatic secret for this Halloween. Let us explore and own our sensuality. Sensuality is all about being fully present in your body and embracing yourself wholly, your desires, embracing your body, embracing your wants, your needs, your everything, really. And research from the Journal of Sex Research indicates that women who express their sensuality experience higher levels of self esteem and satisfaction in their lives. We don't have enough time or enough space to pretend and to live small and meekly. We are women and we are sensual beings. And this embodiment is about knowing your worth, is about expressing boundaries, is about really owning who you are unapologetically. As Marianne Williamson said in this famous quote, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And when you own your sensuality, you project that power, that magnetic energy that draws everything towards you. And this is probably why I love Halloween so much. As a kid, I was kind of a bigger kid, I'll be honest. And when I would go Halloween shopping, none of like the normal children's costumes would really fit me right, even if I was like supposed to be fitting in them. So I would always have to go towards the like teenage, more sexy costumes as a kid. And I don't even want to get into probably the psychological effect, excuse me, that had on me. But because I was wearing these more sexual costumes and sensual costumes, I really came to appreciate it because as a kid, I was like, wow, okay, as a child, I'm not being accepted. I'm not, there's no costume that is made for my body type as a kid. Okay. And I felt really down about that. But then the teenage costumes fit me perfectly. And I finally felt like I was able to express myself. And it didn't really matter that it was a little sexual and a little sexy, whatever. I was able to express myself in that way. So I've always had an appreciation for those sexy Halloween costumes. They helped me dress up and feel confident when no one else would. So I love them and I love getting dressed up on Halloween because honestly, throughout most of my day, and we talk about confidence a lot on this show, but through most of my day, I'm really not wearing makeup. I'm in sweats or yoga pants. I go on my hot girl walk in athleisure, but I also love to get dressed up and just feel like I can be sexy and like I have that permission and that I like physically can do it. Like, how blessed am I that I look this good and everyone should feel that way. And it's a good little reminder. So, I want you now to just think about when was a moment that you felt most connected to your sensuality? Perhaps it was during a dance with your current partner, or when wearing a particular color or outfit, or maybe when you're enjoying an intimate moment, maybe when you're alone. And how did this connection to your inner self enhance your magnetism? Because I definitely know that it did. And feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments, or you can DM me on Instagram. But I think we all have sensuality. And when we're not feeling shame or guilt for the things that we desire, we just unlock and unveil so much more that we want. And it's such a beautiful like revelation to have. And I want you all to have it and feel that confidence that I know I feel on Halloween, but also trying to feel it every day. And there we have it, my loves. 5 powerful, potent secrets to help you unlock your feminine magnetism using charisma this Halloween. Remember that confidence is a huge part of feminine magnetism and is one of your most powerful accessories. You don't need a costume to embrace these traits. If you need it to help you, that is totally fine. But honestly, they're already inside you, waiting to be unleashed. If you loved these tips and tricks and want to dive deeper into embodying your feminine energy, go ahead, listen to the rest of this podcast. Check out my VIP coaching at iamdangerouslydivine.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at iamdangerouslydivine. Those are all of the links and where you can find me. And I would love to either work together or to get to know you or just to have you on my little side of the internet. I'm so happy and blessed to be able to spend this time with you. So thank you again. Please, if you have not already, follow, subscribe, rate, review, all the good things. This just helps to let me know that you're enjoying the subjects that I speak about here. And as always, I am at your disposal, so feel free to reach out at any time. Remember, I love you more today than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. Thank you for tuning into the Dangerously Divine podcast, and I will see you all next week.